Shout out to VHS Archive. What a legend. So, anyways, let's get into it. Sneako versus Nick Fuentes should be fun.
Arriba! So, in the theme of Taco Tuesday, we could start really talking about the Mexican midget.
Let's go!
I tweeted a couple times. The Mexican midget has been defending these alleged human traffickers pretty extensively, saying that it's a Me Too attack. It's like feminist Me Too. So let's just call out how ridiculous that is, because it's Taco Tuesday. In the theme of Taco Tuesday, it's pretty clear what's going on. Look, Tates have been charged with indecent child abuse images.
Why do you think let's go down. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane for those of you who don't remember. Do you guys remember when the Ollie Alexander thing happened and Fuentes was obviously sweeping it up? Duh. And he did the whole, I'm the real victim. Oh, no, it wasn't Smiley. I'm the real victim. He was justifying why he's going to work with a brown pedophile, continue working with them, platform him on Cozy TV, bring him to AFPAC, all of this, right? Do you guys remember when he said in great detail, he said, I've seen the photos. It's a guy in a Speedo. And he breaks down all of the images that Smiley allegedly sent Ollie Alexander, that Milo never posted them. No one's ever seen them. None of this shit has come out. These are supposed to be images of Smiley when he was underage being sent to Ollie Akbar, nudes being sent to Ollie Alexander when Smiley was 15 because Ollie was offering him a job, saying he could meet Milo, saying all this shit, right? Fuentes defended him at the time and said, all they are photos of him in a cape. And there's others of him in a Speedo. Like, he describes all of them. No one's ever seen those images. Those are not public. No one's ever seen them. Fuentes has the images, the nude images. He described all of it. He described child porn. Why do you think he's defending Andrew Tate? Of course he sees nothing wrong with this. Of course he doesn't. He's a sick fuck. That's why... Just saying, Sneako, he hates me. That's fine. We don't agree politically. But Sneako, just saying, you want to hit him where it hurts? Maybe not like Sneako today. It's funny, but he's tweeting that Nick is Jewish. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's funny. But you want to hit him where it actually hurts? Bring up the fucking Ollie Alexander stuff. He's tweeting out again, by the way. This looks like a tweet from Judas 2022. But it's Sneako in 2026. He says, because this midget is asking Jigsaw, Laura Loomer to arrest me, time to drop the really big bomb. Nick Fuentes is a Sephardic Jew. Oh, they don't believe me? Ask it for yourself. Have a nice day in Jew F. So that's his big bomb. That's not much of a bomb. Let's be real. Like, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, Nick is a short gay Mexican. Yes. His lineage is questionable. Is he Jewish? I don't know, dude. He's the spawn of Satan. He was made in the test tube. Like, who knows? But we do know that he defends and protects pedophiles like Ollie Alexander. We do know that. I will give Sneako credit. He has been tweeting about how all of these groypers are terrorists. It's about time. It's about time that someone brings attention to this shit. About fucking time.
This is the weirdest charge. If you're going to call this Me Too movement is like when Hollywood directors or Hollywood actors, they get framed by an actress who got pumped and dumped and then she's upset. I don't think you can call possession of indecent child images Me Too. I don't think you can call, 30, 40, 50 charges, allegedly in my opinion. I don't know. I haven't studied the case extensively. Maybe I did, but no.
Yeah, but if you knew the history of all this shit, which you were a part of it, you were a part of it, you were defending it, whether you were or weren't paying attention to it, you were a part of it during the Ali shit, during all of the Nick Fuentes shallow into the pool. Like, there's a million of it. Andrew Anglin talking about having sex with 8-year-olds. Like, all of this was going on Cozy TV all the fucking time. All of it was documented. Beardson talking to 9-year-olds on Omegle every single day for fucking months. The thing is we all know that Nick is a pedophile. That's ultimately what I'm getting at. We all have known this. We've known this forever. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody that Nick Fuentes is siding with Andrew Tate at all, actually. No one should be surprised with Flip-Flop Fuentes. He's siding with predators. That's what he does. Anti-white pedophiles. That's what he does. When 9-year-old girls were murdered in Waukesha by a black guy, what did he say when the 9-year-old girls were murdered? He said, they were going to grow up to be coal burners, and they laughed about it. This guy is a sick, demented fucking freak. The job of Sneako should be to expose all of that instead of going, guys, I can't believe it. We already know all this. For fuck's sakes, I've been talking about how he flip-flops every day for 4 years. Everyone knows that already. Just expose the shit to a giant audience. New York Times doesn't want it. They don't want it. The New York Times does not want it. These other major news outlets do not want it. Why? I don't know. They want to write a puff piece about Fuentes every other day. They want to get Fuentes in to do an interview with Hunter Biden where they glaze each other, suck each other off. They're not interested in exposing Nick being a fucking actual predator, piece of shit, fucked up freak. Like, they're just not.
Didn't at all. It's pretty clear what's going to happen. It seems like if they are extradited to the UK, they're going to face 20 to 25 years in prison, maybe more, if all the charges happen. Some lawyers are saying it's going to be life. So I'm going to go cover all that stuff. And
the fact Nick hasn't sued you for defamation for that says a lot. All the receipts are there. They're all there. That's not even me. Dude, their receipts are there. It's not even a he said, she said. It's all there. Text messages, Telegram messages, fucking clips from him. 2017, he's talking about Ollie being a pedophile. 2019, he's talking about Ollie being a pedophile. A little boy comes up to him, a teenage boy comes up to him and says, Ollie's a fucking pedophile. Nick goes, how does everyone not know that he's a pedophile? There's dozens of hours of myself calling him a pedophile on Cozy TV before Nick Fuentes brought him onto Cozy TV after I left. Like, all of that's there. It's just people either want to ignore it or they just are sweeping. So I will give Sneako some credit here. Why did he wait to expose this? Well, great question. But he's finally bringing up that Nick Fuentes and all of his fans are fucking psycho lunatics, including a bunch of literal terrorists.
I'm making so much money from these people.
We are non-violent.
We're not violent. Oh, you are? Okay. 2K stream from TT. He says, my name is Caleb Velasquez. At the time of writing this, I'm 18 years old and will possibly remain this age forever, only you know. I'm half Spanish and some French and half Northern Mexican, which would make me about 70 to 85% of European genetic descent. Knowing how many of you see Pablo, you'll probably just see me as a LARPing spick, but that's honestly fine and I could care less. Yes, I had some mental issues, which I'm sure will come out eventually. Surprise, surprise. So I won't waste any time talking about it here. People of all types, blah, 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 eco.
Now, my only thing is Sneako is talking about the mosque Groyper shooter, which is real. That 1000% has happened. We talked about it when it happened. I don't know, however long ago, 6 months, maybe longer. I don't remember. It's been forever, but we did cover that, but we also covered the tranny shooter. Sneako, talk about the other ones. Talk about the black guy in Tennessee that was a Nick Fuentes fan that shot up the school. Talk about the tranny in Rhode Island who was a Nick Fuentes fan who murdered people while tweeting at Nick Fuentes about how much he loved Nick Fuentes. These people are fucking freaks. In the manifesto right here, he talks about how he's Chudcell Groyper.
National Socialism. And over here, look at his names. What radicalized me? Simple. You did. Though officially I was not a part of any group, there are many I support. I would even go far as to say I did it for Adam Waffen Division, Terragram, The Base. I went by a couple usernames online being Flectar Crusader, Schmerg, Trucell, and Chudcell Groyper. And some lesser used ones, so if these sound familiar, then cool, we know each other. You see the difference? These people are literal terrorists in manifestos. What are they found in like 3 different manifestos?
And no major news story will cover it. None. Why? When you have fucking the guy writing or saying subscribe to PewDiePie or whatever the fuck, that was, oh my God, we got to talk about Christchurch every fucking day. We got to censor everyone. Oh my God. Now it happens, and I bet half of you guys haven't even heard of this mosque shooting from Chudcell Groyper, a literal tranny Groyper. Many such cases. Why are they all trans? Why are they all fucking gay and trans? But Isn't that interesting? No major news coverage of any of it.
One who gets called a terrorist. I'm the one that Jigsaw is tagging at the FBI. You know what's super interesting too? I didn't see the ADL even mention this once. Because they love when goyim like this, when goyim skin-worshipping Mexican white supremacist cat boys are shooting up a mosque. They love it. The ADL doesn't mention this at all and say that this needs to be censored. Because this is doing their bidding. It serves their purpose. But realistically, it should, right? To be consistent with what the ADL's about.
Bro, it's crazy, chat. I went from 4 years ago saying that Fuentes is the next Richard Spencer glow-up boogeyman of the media to he's getting interviewed with Hunter Biden. This is why we barely do these segments anymore. Like, this is why we make fun of Elijah and do fucking Lalo and the rest of it, because it's just me repeating the same thing over and 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 over. And I'm vindicated. I've been vindicated.
I haven't seen anybody mention it at all. It was in the manifesto. The terrorist mentions Nick Fuentes, Pablo, when he's talking about his ethnicity. And over here, what groups does he support? Okay, these are the groups, and I even went by this username, Chudsell Groiper. That's your guy? Happy Taco Tuesday. And what's so funny about this is, like, this is how nothing this movement is and how ridiculous. It really is comical. They're in such an echo chamber full of decrepit losers that they think that this is an own. Look at that. Look at the sassy. It's like, yeah.
Are you blaming Nick for that shooting?
I'm saying exactly what I'm saying.
They were groypers. That's just true. Sorry, it's just true. Are you blaming Nick for that? Well, Nick doesn't discourage it. In fact, every time every one of these things happens, he either ignores it or jokes about it. So there's that. And then on top of that, he encourages violence against all of his enemies all the time, including Sneako, who I'm no fan of, but he specifically went, it's on site. If you see Sneako in New York, it's on site, to his literal terrorist incel cult.
I'm saying, did you see him
Deport
disavow
them
this?
both? Well, I mean, it is ironic. I mean, the guy's from fucking Mexico talking about deport this, deport that.
Did you see him talk about this? Did you see him mention?
Yes,
Did you see anybody else?
exactly. Rape, kill, or die. Remember? Yeah, I remember. Do you remember? That's why it's so crazy that these people that are, for whatever reason, on my dick, because I was right about all this 4 years before they said anything anti-Fuentes ever. These are the guys that were taking the pledge. They're taking the pledge to rape, kill, and die for Nick Fuentes, for fuck's sakes. The reason that pledge was put in is because I left AF. There was no pledge prior to me leaving AF. That was after the fact. While I was exposing everything that I'm just vindicated on. And like, I keep saying that on stream. I'll stop. I'll just let it play. But I will say, it's quite nice. I hope everyone enjoys the decisions they're making. Look, I'm streaming right now. I'm making money. I'm letting people know, whatever. But yesterday, there was nothing going on. I was just kicking back, listening to this, relaxing. Bro, all these people, every time, they're all together, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. It's all, the movement, America first. Dude, now every one of them, they're all fighting. It's the exact same crash out. They're all saying the same shit. They all are, hey, they don't want to give me the props. That's fine. But regardless, I was right. Ha 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 ha. Hope everyone is enjoying the decisions they're making. Ha 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 ha. 100 and how many friendships now? Teddy Feezer? I don't know. We need an updated list. But literally, you go Jake Shields, Dan Blazarian, Sneako. That was his best friend in the whole wide world. What's Nick saying on his show? He's calling him a pedophile and saying that he wants the FBI to arrest him. That's what Fuentes is saying about Sneako in current day. I'm it is interesting to see because obviously we've had our own arc.
Unraveling, coming undone, crashing out on everybody, doesn't have a single friend left. It's just
Oh, really? Really? He's crashing on everyone, doesn't have any friends?
literally unraveling, coming undone, crashing out on everybody, doesn't have a single friend left. It's just all these Muslims that hate him. Crashed out on Aiden Ross, clavicular, me, everybody. And he's going crazy. You could just see it on the stream. Like, he's crying all the time, very emotional, freaking out. He should see a therapist. He should get it under control because he's losing it. He's unraveling, and it's scary. It's disturbing.
So after it's the typical Fuentes playbook, right? It's every single time, everyone, Patrick, Jake, me, Sneako, whoever the fuck, every single time it's Fuentes sits there and pokes 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 and has all of his fans attack him, do all this bullshit stuff. And then when he responds, he goes, "Oh my God, this guy's crazy. Oh my God. Can you believe this? Oh my God, he's responding to me." Nick Fuentes told his fans to attack Sneako in the street. I understand my audience doesn't like Sneako. I'm not a fan of Sneako personally either. But he's telling his fans to attack him on site. It's green lit. He knows what that means. It's a cult. I will kill, rape, and die.
And I think the FBI should look into him. Because God only knows what he could do. He's tweeting every day, "I'm ready to die. I'm already dead. I'm a jihadist." I mean, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility Sneako commits a terrorist attack. Honest to God. And so I'm terrified. If you're in New York City, you see this guy, be careful. Okay, this is a deranged lunatic and a potential terrorist. And I think the FBI should look into him. Laura Loomer, if you can hear me, the FBI needs to look into this person. He is destabilizing. He's unraveling. And who knows what he's capable of. He hates America. He hates white people. He hates Christians. He's a self-avowed jihadist and a pedophile because he said
If all that's true, that was your top guy for 4 years. That's the crazy thing about it, right? Like, okay. I mean, I've been calling Sneako all that shit for like 4 years. If that's all true, that's your top guy. That is your top guy. Why is it that every time Nick has a falling out with someone, he immediately goes to these smears as if he wasn't best friends with him for years and years and years and years and years and years and years?
he loves the movie Cuties.
He loves the movie Cuties. You love the movie Cuties. You love the movie Ollie Alexander raped fucking... You love Ollie Alexander, the gay rapist, pedophile, allegedly.
He's a self-avowed jihadist and a pedophile because he said he loves the movie Cuties. I think he's a sick and disturbed person. I think he should be locked up immediately. I think he should be 5150'd. If that city wasn't being run by a Muslim socialist, he would have been 5150'd and red flagged already.
All right, well, let's just take him at his word. Nick Fuentes was best friends for 4 years with a Muslim jihadist, terrorist, pedophile, by his own admission. By his own admission. What's he going to do now? Is he going to admit he was wrong? I doubt it.
Past due. So I hope he gets the help he needs. It's sad to see how Islam has rotted his mind. He used to be a different kind of guy. He used to say, "Seek truth through funny." It's like, you're not even funny anymore. Except for to laugh at like a clown. Seek truth through funny. Now he's just like crying all the time. Seek truth through crying and being a faggot and whining all the time. Whining and seething and bitching about shit. It's like,
I'd be pro-Muslim if Sneako puts a fatwa on Nick Fuentes. In Minecraft, I disavow. That's a joke. Then I'd forgive Sneako. That's a joke. That's a joke.
like, dude, Islam has ruined his mind. It's ruined his soul. He's descending rapidly, and he's going crazy. And honestly, I think the FBI should lock him up. I think the FBI should lock his ass up. So, they won't. He'll continue to be here living off the backs of white people while complaining about them. Typical, very typical. Bro's going supernova at the next Ariana Grande concert. God help those poor little white girls when Sneako decides to suicide vest everybody.
You hear that, chat? When all those Muslims kill all the little white girls. That's weird because, again, not to keep reiterating the same thing, but Fuentes, when Waukesha happened, when a black guy mowed down a bunch of innocent white girls at a Christmas parade, Nick Fuentes laughed about it, did a whole space laughing about it. People that were offended by it, he attacked and said, "What? Well, you gonna cry? You gonna fucking cry?" And then he said that the little white girls, 9-year-old girls, by the way, deserved to be killed because Nick said they were gonna grow up to be coal burners anyways. That's his exact words.
Not help those poor little white girls when Sneako decides to suicide vest everybody because he's a sick and wicked, evil person. He deserves everything coming his way. He's such a sick, wicked person with a
Yo, Crinkle, thank you for the gifted sub.
karmic debt. I wish we could save him from the Groyper
Midwest
curse.
sent
Honestly, pray for Sneako. Pray for Sneako's mental health.
your Phil Groyper.
All right. This is the other thing, though. Sneako does get really mad. Like, you can tell he tries to play it off. He does get very mad.
You know who else is saying deport Sneako? Another guy who I made. I gave this guy an interview. I flew him out to New York City. What's his name?
Bro,
Who
is
cares?
this not the gayest shit in the world? Like, what is going on? Tyson Hockley. Imagine posting this shit. I don't care if you're the most ripped person in the world. Posting that shit is gay.
Look at him here. The caption says, "What must a young nigga
That's
do
a
to get on
grinder
Fresh and
pic.
Fit?" Are these the
Aesthetic Boys
Groypers?
Instagram.
What must
Yeah,
a
that's
young
why
nigga do on
Fuentes
Fresh and
did. That's why Fuentes did a stream with Tyson, I guess.
Fit? Are you trying to get clapped by Myron? What? He's taking a shirtless thirst trap selfie in the bathroom. There's a steak in the bathroom. What, bro? What? These people are. So just please keep doing this. You're humiliating yourselves. On one side of the sink, there's a roll of toilet paper. On the other side, in the bathroom with poop particles flying in the air, he's eating a steak. Then he's taking a selfie, shirtless, saying, "I want to go on Fresh and Fit. What do I have to do to get on?"
That's so crazy, dude. That's really the caption. What does a young nigga gotta do to get on Fresh and Fit? And he posts this photo. He really is trying to thirst trap Myron, who is also gay. Myron Gaines is aka Amru Fuddle, homosexual from Sudan. Let me on, let me on, let me on. Look, here I am shirtless, Amru.
Look at me shirtless eating a steak in the bathroom. These people think they're the supreme race. These people think they're superior.
Okay, well, that's not true. That's not true, Sneako, because Tyson Hockley is an anti-racist, so that's not even accurate. He was like a white Muslim is what he was LARPing as. But regardless, he's not racist.
Because I'm Muslim and I'm not white fully. This is cool. This is smart. This is intelligent. This is what we need to be doing. Questioning.
I do, look, the Deport Sneako shirt, whatever. I'm not like, it clearly bothers Sneako, so he's going to keep doing it. Also, like, whatever. My point is, though, that
Charlie Kirk's assassination, low IQ.
Move kebab.
all these Groypers that keep running with this, we're going to deport Sneako, we're going to deport Sneako. It is ironic that you are a fucking Mexican mix mutt. What are you? Deport you too. Get out. Get the fuck out. Every Groyper wearing this. The America. Fuck yeah. Groyper dad, brown. All of them are brown. It's going to be all brown people. It's going to be all fucking brown people. If a white person sold the shirt and it was, okay, yeah, that makes sense. A Mexican guy, a Mexican gay guy.
We don't want him. You can have him. He was in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, bro, stay. We don't want you here.
Let me tell you something too, because all these chuds giving me money in the TTS. Pablo thinks you're absolutely retarded. He thinks you're stupid. He thinks you're really dumb. He's pushing populist slop.
No, I didn't, Doompill. I need to see that. I need to fucking see that. He says, did you see someone posted their 23andMe and Vrillium said that they're not white and it turned out to be Nick's 23andMe? No, I need that clip. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, though. We have Butt Sexton. We have Butt Sexton saying, I'm going to use grok image of your face, blah, blah, blah. This guy says, am I racially white? Butt Sexton says, no. Yeah, he's not. He's not. What's the cope? What's the cope, Butt Sexton? What the fuck is the cope? What is the cope? What is the cope? Look at this, dude. I'm Italian. I'm Italian. He's 27% Italian. I'm Italian. Yeah. There's your savior of the white race, folks.